will feel during the actual ultrasound with our veterinary team. And so as much as we can practice and get her acclimated to the procedure before it happens, the more relaxed she's going to be during the procedure, but also it's going to be safer for both her and for our staff as well. So right now I'm just working on how long she will let me touch her stomach. She's doing amazing. So that is a completed learned behavior. And again, we've been working with her learning all of these steps for at least the last 8 months or so. We've been kind of working. But the touching and with her back, the stomach, the wand, and the gel, we've only been doing that for about the past month and a half. And she's actually learned a lot quicker than what we are prepared for, which is great, because everything about a sloth is slow, so we didn't even expect her to speed run through this training. But she really does enjoy doing this training every single day. Since we have started doing this daily training, she usually is super quick to go in her crate, which is a sign to us that she is wanting to work and go out and do things. Which for the 9 years before that, she was a very lazy sloth and was like, I will not work back-to-back days. I will only work 2 times a week. Do not ask me to do anything more. And so within this training, she has really gotten used to it, really enjoys it now. And so she is kind of asking, let's go do stuff, which is great. Which means more people get a chance to see it kind of learn about her. All right, so I'm gonna do this, we're gonna do this behavior one more time, and you may see our volunteer filming this because we are gonna send this to the vets as a sign of, we think we're ready. So we probably are not going to be doing a lot of talking during this demonstration since we will be getting some film of it. But after we are done, if you have any questions, feel free to let us know.
Eventually. Not right
We
now.
have her out here for a little bit. We're doing some ultrasound training. This is a behavior we've been working her with for the past couple of months because we hope to put her back with our male in the next upcoming months and for the hopes that they will breed. However, we want her to be able to know how to do an ultrasound before there's a chance she could be pregnant. Now, everything about a sloth is slow, including their pregnancy. They're pregnant for 11 and a half months. So it is a very long time and a very long wait for a baby. Freeze. So this is the behavior we have been working towards for the past couple of months. So this deodorant tube is my favorite ultrasound wand. It's the same kind of shape and consistency as the equipment the vets have. And we're getting her used to hanging and getting her abdomen touched by this tool. So that way the vets will have a better viewpoint to be able to check to see if she's pregnant or not. When she would originally do ultrasounds, she would be curled up in her travel crate, and so because of that, her uterus is kind of tucked up with her intestines, and it was really hard for our vet to get a really good view of is she pregnant or not. This behavior will be very helpful because then if we can't tell on an ultrasound, we can ask her to hang for x-rays to be able to check that way as well. So what we can do is instead of sedating her and stretching her out on the x-ray table, we can just set up a stand in front of our standing x-ray machine, have her hang, and they can take those images. All right, let's do one more and then okay, Emma, come on, baby. Why do they move so slow? That's a great question. So with a sloth, their metabolism is very slow, which means that the metabolism is something that converts all the food that she eats into energy, and how much energy has determines how fast she moves around. So that is what all creatures, their bodies do, including ours. The amount of food we eat determines how much energy we have. Because on days when you don't eat a lot, you're really kind of tired and you just want to lay around and do nothing. That's the same with sloths. But their metabolism is so slow that they don't have a lot of energy to do things, which means that they're not going to be moving very fast and they're going to stay pretty stationary to conserve that energy.
How do you know if the sloths are?
What was that?
How do you know if the sloths are?
When they show interest in each other. So sloths are actually solitary animals. And with that, which means they like to live alone. So the way that we can tell if they like each other is when the males and females start coming near each other and they start sniffing each other and getting used to each other's scent. It's a really good sign that they like each other. If the females do not like the males, they kind of beat the males up, unfortunately. They fight the males and try to bite them, and so it's really kind of easy to tell if they don't like each other, and if that's the case, then they'll go their separate ways. So we can tell that Fern really likes her boyfriend Gully, because when it's around time for them to potentially breed, we'll see them sniffing each other through their fence that they share between their two houses. And they'll start to try to sniff each other, and they'll sit right next to each other for a lot of times. That's a sign to us that they like each other and would like to spend a couple of days together. Fern was actually paired up with our male Emmett, who lives in the aviary, and she would get mad anytime he would get near her, which is a good sign that she didn't like him.